Ryan Seacrest's net worth shows whether he earns more than live co-host Kelly Ripa. If you've been watching Ryan Seacrest on television for the past 2 decades, you're probably curious about his net worth and how much he makes from American Idol, Live with Kelly and Ryan, Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, and other hosting gigs. Ryan John Seacrest, Seacrest's full name, was born on December 24, 1974, in Atlanta, Georgia. His broadcasting career began when he was 16 years old and got an internship at Atlanta radio station 94.1 WSTR, where he would fill in as a DJ when the show's regular DJs were absent. Seacrest went on to study journalism at the University of Georgia before dropping out at the age of 19 to pursue a career in broadcasting in Los Angeles. He went on to host shows such as Radical Outdoor Challenge, Gladiators 2000, and Wild Animal Games before landing his big break as the host of American Idol in 2002. For me, one of the most exciting moments was being able to be on the radio as a kid and gain that experience at 16 years old in Atlanta. You know, just opening up that microphone and understanding that platform has some power and visibility. That was really fascinating to me, Seacrest told GQ in 2015. But I think American Idol was the real break, she says. When it first started, we felt it was something very rare and one of a kind. What it did for me personally was inspire me to accomplish more. I saw it as a chance to grow my business since I suddenly had access to meetings that I didn't have before the show's success. Along with American Idol, Seacrest has hosted his own radio show, On Air with Ryan Seacrest, as well as a talk show with Kelly Ripa, Live with Kelly and Ryan, and Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, not to mention his work as an executive producer on reality television shows such as Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Shaws of Sunset. So, how much money does Ryan Seacrest have? Read on to learn more about Ryan Seacrest's net worth and how much he earns from American Idol and other hosting gigs. What is Ryan Seacrest's salary from American Idol? From 2002 through 2016, Seacrest presented American Idol, which was cancelled by Fox. After ABC revived American Idol in 2018, Seacrest returned as the show's host. So, how much does American Idol pay Ryan Seacrest? According to The Hollywood Reporter, Seacrest earned $5 million every season from American Idol seasons 1 through 8. In 2009, he agreed to a $45 million contract extension to host American Idol for seasons 9 through 11, with a $15 million salary per season. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Seacrest inked a $30 million contract to continue hosting American Idol for seasons 12 and 13, which earned him $15 million per season. In 2014, he agreed to a $15 million contract extension as American Idol's host for season 14. He signed the same $15 million contract for American Idol in 2015. What does Ryan Seacrest get paid for the American Idol reboot? According to The Hollywood Reporter, Seacrest was offered $5 million to host the American Idol revival on ABC, which is $10 million less than his previous contract with Fox. Following talks, Seacrest agreed to host the American Idol relaunch for $10 million for the first season, which was still $5 million less than his salary on Fox. The amount of Seacrest's current compensation for the American Idol relaunch is unknown. According to Page 6, he earns $15 million per season, the same as he did when American Idol was relaunched, but the Wall Street Journal claims he earns $12 million per season. The American Idol revival is hosted by Ryan Seacrest, with judges Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, and Katy Perry. According to Page 6, Richie and Bryan both earn $7 million per season, while Perry earns $25 million per season. ABC had planned to spend little more than $50 million on talent. They had to increase their budget to accommodate Lionel, a source told Page 6 in 2017. Ben Sherwood squandered the budget on Katy without understanding how it would influence other sections of the show budget. He took a chance on her because of her attraction to a younger demographic and large social media following. But Katy is effectively stealing money from the other judges, who were then forced to accept much lower pay. The conversations with Luke and Lionel have been contentious and arduous because of, the insider stated, they expected similar deals to Katy, but received significantly less. In the end, ABC had to pay a second round of compensation to sign the other judges. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter at the time, Cecile Frott-Caudas, CEO of Fremantle Media North America, the production firm behind American Idol, justified Perry's compensation. The show is not more expensive than its genre competitors. If other networks can do it with similar properties, there's no reason ABC can't, she said. This assumption that the show more than others is totally false. We know this since we've produced previous shows in different genres. ABC would never order something that didn't make financial sense for them. She also revealed that, except than Seacrest, ABC never considered any other hosts for the American Idol relaunch. This was bound to happen. Ryan is struggling. He's now on the East Coast and has to figure out how to make it work. but he's the hardest worker in show business, so there will be some flying back and forth, Fraught as told The Hollywood Reporter. But, as I said, it was always going to happen. He's the face of Idol. How much money does Ryan Seacrest make from his show, Live with Kelly and Ryan? After Kelly Ripa's former co-host, Michael Strahan, left the show after 4 years in 2016, Seacrest joined the show as a co-host in 2017. Seacrest also serves as an executive producer for the show. Not only is Kelly Ripa one of the most skilled live hosts in broadcast TV, she's also become a very dear friend to me over the years. It's always been my joy and pleasure to work alongside Kelly with all of her tremendous talents, charm, and humor. Whether hosting the Disney Christmas Day Parade special with her a decade ago or guest co-hosting on Live, it's always just been simple and fun to share a set with her. I've been so fortunate in my career to be a part of some incredible TV shows, and I'm thrilled to be joining daytime's top entertainment talk show, and most importantly, I couldn't think of anyone I'd rather share this new chapter with than Kelly Ripa. She's a dream broadcast partner, and I can't wait to get started. Ryan is a definitive broadcaster and at the top of his game, Ripa said in her own statement. I am pleased to start my mornings with him every day, and we are so lucky at Live to have him join the family. Ryan is a dear friend whose light shines just as brightly off screen as it does on. His incredible accomplishment is only matched by his excellent character. So, how much money does Ryan Seacrest make from his show, Live with Kelly and Ryan? Seacrest earns $10 million per year as a co-host of Live with Kelly and Ryan, according to Forbes. According to In Touch Weekly, his co-host, Kelly Ripa, who has helmed the talk program since 2001, earns $22 million per year, which is $17 million more than Seacrest's income. What does Ryan Seacrest get paid for Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve? After the special's founder and former presenter, Dick Clark, suffered a stroke in 2004 that resulted in speech impairments, Seacrest took over as host of Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve in 2005. On April 18, 2012, Clark died of a heart attack. He was 82 years old at the time. After filling in as Clark's substitute for New Year's Rockin' Eve in 2005 and 2006, Seacrest was named the special's permanent host in 2007. In 2009, the special was renamed Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. So, how much money does Ryan Seacrest get from Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve? Seacrest earns $1 million per year for the special, which he also executive produces, according to Forbes. Seacrest's $1 million compensation for Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve is a lot less than what he makes for American Idol and Live with Kelly and Ryan, but it comes from just one night of work. How much money does Ryan Seacrest have? According to Celebrity Net Worth, Ryan Seacrest's net worth is $450 million, with an annual salary of $75 million. Along with his earnings from American Idol, Live with Kelly and Ryan, and Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, Ryan Seacrest's net worth includes earnings from his radio show, On Air with Ryan Seacrest, which he has hosted since 2004 and also executive produces, News, which he hosted from 2006 to 2015. Live from the Red Carpet, which he has hosted since 2006, and the Primetime Emmy Awards, which he has hosted since 2006. Ryan Seacrest's net worth includes his work as an executive producer on reality shows such as Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Denise Richards, It's Complicated, Married to Jonas, The Wanted Life, Shaws of Sunset, Rob and Chyna, Life of Kylie, and The Kardashians. He has also executive produced scripted productions such as Netflix's Insatiable. Ryan Seacrest's net worth includes his menswear brand, Ryan Seacrest Distinction, which he launched with Macy's in 2014, as well as his skincare line, Polished, which he launched in 2017 with dermatologist Harold Lancer. Seacrest described how he handles his various gigs in a 2015 interview with GQ. I genuinely don't know, Seacrest admitted when asked how many jobs he had. I've got 3 radio shows, American Idol, Red Carpets for the production company, hosting New Year's Eve, the clothing brand, and the Ryan Seacrest Foundation. He says, I work really quickly and efficiently, he continued. I've learned the value of consolidation. I have a lot of items in one spot. For example, I have the radio show, but I can stroll across the hall to the TV studio. Another thing that helps me remain on top of things is that I have a fantastic team. He also told GQ the mark he wants to leave on the world after he's done. I've never thought about it. I think about the people that have motivated me. I think it's so important for young people to have mentors and to have people to turn to for advice and study, he said. And for me those people were Merv Griffin, and Dick Clark, and Larry King. I think the legacy that I hope to leave is that people think of me as their friend on the radio, their friend on TV, who made it look pretty easy and was a source or a conduit for escapism. I don't do surgery and it's not rocket science. And this shows that I'm a part of our versions of escapism. He continued, I think my job is to get out of the way. My job is to get things started, get out of the way, and say goodnight. When I'm hosting a show, it's not about me, it's about the others that are there, and making them shine, and trying to get the best out of the moments. Whether that means an artist is singing a song on stage or someone is about to perform live on stage in Times Square in front of millions of people around the world, I think the most important trait of hosting is listening and knowing when to get out of the way.